So now with questions, please state your name and maybe where you're from, and use the microphone because we're recording this. So.
Thank you very much. Dennis Omolo from Kenya. I just have a question to you, and probably my Swedish friends could answer this later on when they see me. What would it take for a country to have free education?
So, I mean, that's a great question. And so the first thing I'll immediately try and dodge the question and say, I'm a chemist. I'm not a world's expert on how to change the economic background to fix education in any given country. Obviously I'm focusing a lot on Scotland because that's my background. But I would, first of all, I'd love to hear from anyone else in the room who has opinions on that. But I do think that the critical thing for me is, it's always this issue of giving to politicians. You know, so I shouldn't say this because it's being recorded, but I'm going to say it anyway because why not? But someone was asking me about being here, and I'm so excited to get to talk to teachers, because teachers, at least teachers who care about teaching, is a phenotype that I've realised I love talking to, because they're passionate people, but they're generous people who actually care about giving things to people. You care about seeing other people succeed. The people that I dislike over the last 2 years meeting with the most has been politicians. Politicians are so painful to talk to at times, I can't even begin to explain it. But you have to obviously go through politicians if you're going to have that. So that becomes the critical feature. One of the things which I love about Scotland is that they vote often based upon education being one of the top priorities. And I think that's a nationwide cultural belief thing. And I think if you can get your country to believe in education, the politicians have to respond. I know that sounds so idealistic, but I still think it's correct. And I think ultimately that's the way that you basically have to do it. You have to get the people that believe they deserve it, and then the politicians, if it's a democracy, they'll get behind it. I believe that's true. But I'd love to hear from other people if there's other views on that.